Weaver. Okay, no. Hey, what's going on, Pajaman? Hey, whoa, there's people. Whoa, hey, whoa. People.
Ooh. God damn, they're sexy. I am rocking that guitar. I'll do as well as I can.
Can you hear us? I notice you.
Sam, double shit. You are noticed. Dumb shit. Whoa. Hey, what up, dogs?
Yes.
Weebo was the first video I saw. Yeah, Robert, that was like the first video I did with this guy.
Oh,
it was killer.
Okay, dude, shit. This is my first time ever doing a live stream, so I'm like not used to just seeing like comments like scrolling. So if there's any like noob shit that I do, because it's just because I've never done this before, so forgive me. Yeah.
Hi everyone. We're RIFFSHOPS. Jesus, should have practiced that.
Yeah. No. What's up, guys? Like
1, 2, 3, hype.
Yeah.
Just start to be in the comment section.
No, it's. I feel like it's really weird because with when you're filming yourself, you could edit the shit out of it.
Oh yeah, that's why we look so goddamn cool when we do our videos.
Exactly. But now I just feel super awkward because it's like, oh man, I can't edit out all my mistakes and my vocal pauses and shit. Okay. Okay, well, oh man, there's a lot going on. Okay, so first off, feel free to like shout out any questions you have, and then we'll do our best to answer it. But okay. But oh shit.
Where's your tongue going?
Okay.
Highland Battlefront, you're the handsome one. Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so are you guys going to do Sasageo Attack on Titan Season 2 opening theme or something? You're the best. I like Attack on Titan. I think we've considered it before. One thing that I've noticed is that the videos that tend to do their best are songs that the topics are juxtaposed with metal. So, for example, Lolly was, in my eyes, that was kind of successful because, it's the juxtaposition of something childlike, like a lolicon, or just like a lolly girl fused with metal. Same thing with, let's see, hentai. It's just like, that's kind of really, that's really on the opposite end of, and it's just kind of like almost in opposition to metal. Same thing when we did Serial explained using metal. Serial is something like kind of light and playful, whereas, metal is heavy. So in my experience, I feel like the best videos have that sort of juxtaposition. And I love Attack on Titan. I'm kind of hesitant to do a video on that one just because it's like already kind of brutal. And then so it's just like, it's already on the same wavelength. Does that kind of make sense to you?
Yeah, I can dig that. It's just more of the juxtaposition of like two extremes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the way that you did Lolly and the way that we did use the voice actress for the Lolly like lines along with Chris Hansen popping up in the corner.
Yeah.
It's just the weirder we can make it, the better. Attack on Titan's super rad already.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we could be silly about it.
But it's like, I feel like Attack on Titan, it's just already brutal. It's already metal, so it's like that juxtaposition.
Pretty fucking metal.
Yeah, that juxtaposition isn't as strong. So that's kind of like, but I mean, I do honestly love Attack on Titan.
I mean, we could do a Boku no Pico video.
Dude.
That's pretty metal already, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So, okay. So
someone watched the hentai with the lolly girls and the popsicles today.
Oh shit!
I'm proud of you.
So funny thing about that, I think
garlic bread better than banana bread.
Garlic bread. Wait, what's going on? These
what's better, garlic bread or banana bread?
I fucking hate banana bread, so garlic bread by default. What about you?
You don't need to be $100 patron. We'd love to work with you if you send us some stuff, Joshua Williams. You could just DM us in our Patreon and be rad to include you guys. CSS metal. Ooh, that is a throwback.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, a lot of people, they requested CSS metal, and I feel kind of bad because we haven't done that one. But there's actually there's a reason why, pretty much why we do everything, and the reason why we haven't had CSS metal is because that was when our channel was really young and we were trying to figure out our channel direction, and that was before. So it's like we did how to drive stick shift, and that one was pretty cool. But you know, we drew in the car fans, and then when it came to you know, how to do HTML, then that's how we got the programming fans. But the thing is, like, when we were going from topic to topic, we were building separate, different, like, fan bases, and then like different people that were here for different reasons. But the thing is, like, if now that we're settled on like anime, that's a topic that I feel like since I'm a huge like anime nerd, Sean not so much, but like, you know, I feel like I can make a bunch of music videos on different anime topics. So that's kind of like our content strategy right now. So it wouldn't really make sense to do CSS metal. So that's the truth. Yeah.
I think it's like on this current wave.
Yeah.
Like we're riding out this wave until we kind of find the next thing to do. But we'll see whatever happens. I think it was Daniel Peeler. Yeah, dude. Thank you. We really appreciate that. We're happy to help out. We are trying to be as energetic and as wonderful as possible with the lack of sleep and all the work that we are doing to grow this.
Yeah.
I'm happy that it's getting noticed by somebody. Happy to help out, man. That's killer. That makes us feel really awesome. Yeah. Is Sean okay with that? Sean is okay with everything. I love everything. I think what Zero W1 is asking is like, how do you feel about, because, you know, it's like, I'm more of the anime nerd. Like, how do you feel about being on a channel that's like super anime? I'm into it. It's because I've like watched a couple anime shows, but I'm not even like remotely close to like an anime head.
Yeah.
I'm a wannabe weeaboo. I'm a wannabe.
A wannabe. But fun fact though is like we're I don't know if any of you guys are in Northern California or plan on coming here for the upcoming Fanime, but that's going to be Sean's first ever anime convention. Yeah. And I'm gonna force him to cosplay. He doesn't know that yet, but I'm gonna force him to cosplay. And you know, if you guys are in the area, we'd love to meet you. I know let's see, Mr. Torment, I don't know his real name, but he said that he was gonna be there, and then, you know, I'm planning on seeing him. That's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, so that's gonna be his first experience in an anime convention, and I feel like we should do something. I'm not exactly sure.
I was thinking we should do like a metal on the streets, but we'll do weeaboo on the streets and just do like a live performance, and we'll make a video out of it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, would you? Because I feel like I've done a lot of like kind of public stuff before. I mean, would you be comfortable doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like, you just got to jump into it.
Yeah.
It's like once your ball's deep, it's just like, I can't turn back. So therefore you just have to throw down as hard as you can. Like it's kind of like a show. Like if you're having like a lame show and then you just kind of like, whatever, just go for it. Then that's, I don't know, fake it till you make it kind of thing.
Okay. So yeah, no, if any of you guys plan on going to Fanime, then, you know, you can see us there, and that'd be freaking awesome. What are your favorite bands? Okay, what are your favorite bands?
I'm on a huge Deer Hunter kick, and I always will be. There's two bands. There's DEAR and DEER. I'm like Deer Mom, DEAR. They're awesome. Super like just prog rock, weird stuff. Mars Volta. It's like Co-Eaten Cambria for the longest time. But a lot of Between the Buried and Me, a lot of Black Dahlia Murder. I like knew this question was going to come up, but I have no idea how to answer.
You phony. You don't even listen to music.
RIFFSHOPS killer.
Yeah, you don't even listen to music either.
I've actually, like, I'm in a lot of other bands, so like I just listen to what we're writing. Like it's rare that I kind of listen to other stuff on the outside when we're not like tracking or writing stuff.
Yeah.
I listen to like talk radio when I'm done in the studio.
Okay, so pretty much as far as it goes for me, I would say that my favorite band ever, even though I don't listen to them anymore, is probably Muse. I think System of a Down also is huge impact. Like pretty much for me, like any band that can go in multiple genres while making all of those songs good and true to who they are as musicians, like those are the bands that personally vibe with me the most. So it's like those are the bands that have really fundamentally shaped kind of how I personally write music. I think Avenged Sevenfold is another example. I feel like they have they're kind of like all over the map in terms of genre.
Yeah.
And
everyone's saying I really like this Tool reference going on. Yes, I definitely love Tool. I definitely had a Slipknot huge phase that I'm still kind of going through. I was listening to Ghost for most of my day today, actually, driving around. And we got some Bloodywood fans in here.
Bloodywood.
Yeah. It's funny. I remember saying a lot of your names, actually. Nikki Fall, Christian, Alejandro Lochipo. That, actually, we should talk about that. Okay, so here's what happened. Jesus Christ. So my MacBook,
so really quickly, we're about to talk about the 479, that fucking song where we said the majority of your names on here. That was fucking crazy. So that's what we're talking about.
So my MacBook is on its last legs, and I record everything on that laptop. I have all my vocal stems and send them out, and we mix them together. But on my export, it deleted like 60% of all the names that I said. And I just thought there was something weird, like corrupt with the file. But then I went back into like the session where I recorded everything, and all the names were just deleted. And I couldn't recover it. I couldn't do a previous backup. I didn't know where they went. So I had to record that song twice, basically. Make sure I said everyone's names and like cross out every single name that we said.
Yeah, not to mention, I feel like Sean has like the worst first attempts at like pronouncing names in general. So I feel like it's just like
I just can't read.
yeah.
I'm winging it with these comments right now.
So what is it? So I feel like there's a couple people that we said their names, and it's like we did a really shitty workaround where instead of like pronouncing their names, you just spelled it.
That's how I got away with it. I call it artistic, but
yeah, like Leon Luttge.
Oh yeah, that's a stretch. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
Who said? Yeah, Baby Metal. Yeah, all about it. That and Ladybeard, we get told that we sound like all the time.
Yeah, Ladybeard is a shit.
I guess it's just because I dressed up like Sailor Moon that one time, and it will haunt me forever, which I'm definitely okay with.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. When I first did the Weeaboo video with you, I was kind of like, oh, like maybe a couple people will see it, and I was like, I had my heart set on being. Who did you dress up as again?
I dressed up as Vegeta.
Yeah, you did Vegeta in that one, and I was like so on board being that, and that's what I thought I was going to be doing. But then you showed up with the wig and all this other stuff, and I've never worn a wig before. And I was like, maybe like no one will see it, and this will be like an inside joke, and then my face is on the t-shirts. And then my mom was just like, "We're proud of you, but we don't know what the fuck's going on."
It's like do you need to admit something to us?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Raised on Megadeth, Pantera, and Metallica. I actually have been watching a ton of Megadeth and Metallica documentaries, like from when they were first starting out, the last like couple months, in order to like chill out and watch something if I need to veg out. But yeah.
So I saw somebody. Hold on, I saw a comment by Psychotic Sinner Gamer /music. So I make music but don't have a good voice. I don't know where to really start making vocals yet. Any suggestions?
Well, funny you ask. We're actually putting together a killer vocal academy. I'm not going to call it a DVD. How would you describe it?
So pretty much like because the thing is like I don't think I've said this before, like, but you know, one of our end goals is that we want to help other creative people excel in what it is they're doing. And kind of Riff Shop is kind of like a stepping stone to do that. So we noticed that, you know, a lot of people, they really like Sean's voice. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, like how do I get to sing like Sean? How do I get to sing like Sean? And instead of him having to do one-on-one vocal lessons with each person, because that's straight up like impossible, we thought, okay, how do we help as many people do that as possible? So we're working on a series of videos, and we're gonna release a whole course, an all-in-one course where you just go through the course and you'll learn everything that he wished that he knew when he first started singing.
It's everything I've learned from like just thrashing my voice since I think I started singing when I was 15, 16. I was not good when I first started. So I am like, if anyone thinks that I can sing at all, then I'm proof that anyone can actually fucking sing. Because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I would just throw my voice out all the time, and I couldn't hit a pitch or a note.
But it's hard to believe that now, because obviously he's like put in a lot of work. But I mean, it's
like anything. You just put in the practice. It's like your muscle. You go to the gym. You just I worked out my bicep. Now I have a big bicep. It's because I worked out my bicep. Nick Winderweedle.
Okay,
that's actually fun to say. Thank you, Winderweedle.
Winderweedle. Because
Deftones, yes.
Okay.
Whoa, Ginger Power. Nikki Folk Christian Alejandro. There's a lot of Russian.
Russian?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on. Oh yeah, shit! Hold on. I totally forgot. I need to post this on Patreon. How do I do this?
I'm such serious full stack developer. Let's make an app that's super metal. That sounds rad. Even though I have no idea how that's going to go down, I am all ears and very down to see what we can do. If you want to go back, do you remember who asked the vocals?
Wait, hold on.
If people are interested, my schedule is probably going to free up in about a month. And if I can schedule you guys in, it'll be first come, first serve. If you message our Patreon, I could see if we could schedule like a Skype session and just do like a quick video together for being Patreon peeps. So let's see what happens. I'm probably going to regret that and see our inbox just overflooded, but I'd be happy to help out anybody / be with you guys one-on-one. It's like fun to do this, but I don't know who is there and like who I'm talking to. I just see a number in the corner. Are you doing the post right now?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
If you guys can't hear it, don't worry. It sounds really good. Okay. We're just updating the rest of our pages right now to let everyone know that we are live stream and that we don't know what we're doing, if it wasn't that obvious.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's our first ever thing. So
does the white guy have Down syndrome? He seems slow. Thanks.
Is anyone else from Australia here?
We are in Oakland, California.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you rather be eaten alive by a great white shark or beaten to death by...
Wait, hold on. Where's it?
Would you rather be eaten alive by a great white shark or beaten to death by a silverback gorilla? I'd rather be beaten to death by a silverback gorilla.
Why?
I think that just sounds way more badass, and you could see it coming. Yeah. Whereas like a shark will just like boop, and like just take you down.
See, my thing is, I feel like I'd rather be beaten the shit out of by a gorilla, because I'm at least familiar with the ground. Whereas when you're in the water, that's like the shark's territory. So it's like you're just like fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it's like, at least with the gorilla, I have a chance to fight back. But with the shark, I'm just like fuck no matter what. So, Francisco Ramirez.
How do you guys meet each other?
Okay.
How did
eHarmony.
Yeah. Christian Mingle. No, we met. We're in a couple local-esque bands, and those bands just happen to be like in the same genre, and we'd play pickup shows together. And the guitar player in my other band is the guitar player for his band. So I think that's how we met. I just went to a Cyborg show. I'm in a band called Raiju. Raiju, and he's in a band called Cyber Octopus, which is the best name I've ever heard.
Okay, really?
But yeah, just local scene, just playing shows, and then David's cool enough to invite me in this project.
Yeah. So yeah, Ben Jacking Off says, would you rather smell an old man's crusty feet or 10 hot girls' feet? I don't think that
old man's feet. Nice try.
I feel like that's not like. That's funny, because those aren't even two comparably like I feel like one is a vastly superior option than the other. It's like, would you rather like win $1 million or get your nutsack stomped on by like a bull? That's like the two options that you presented us with.
I'll think about that one. When's the next CD coming out? You know, once we finish this Vocal Academy, I think we should put out another album.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just kind of one of those things where it's like we put out a bunch of singles, and then once we have enough singles that we like and that people like, then we could compile it and just be like, oh yeah, you know, that then we could enter the studio again and then just kind of like, you know, polish that shit off, polish them turds, and then just release it as an album. So.
What is your opinion on 1,000-year-old lollies, David?
1,000-year-old lollies? I mean, I'm down. I mean, like, yes, that's my opinion. Yes.
Do you guys like other YouTube metal artists? And if you do, among them, who'd you like to work with?
That's a good question.
I think Jared Dines is rad. I love Sarah Longfield. I also think Spencer Sounds is rad. I don't know if I'd call Pliny a YouTube artist. I love Pliny. Pliny's another band that I'm just obsessed with.
I feel like there's a distinction to be made between like musician that's on YouTube and YouTube artist. I feel like a YouTube artist is somebody who makes content.
It's Laurel, by the way. Sorry, I had to say that.
But I feel like a YouTuber musician, that's somebody who kind of like speaks to the camera and not just uploading music videos. So I don't think Pliny does that, or unless he does.
No, I think he does more like Guitar World stuff.
Yeah.
Jared Dines is rad. Do you have anyone?
Like I feel like we're we're pretty open-minded, but the thing is I would love to work with all of them in theory, but I never want to compromise the art of what we're doing just to have a collab. Like, so for example, like if there's this say for example, this freaking awesome, like, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot here, but if, say for example, there's this like freaking awesome, crazy 12 million string bass player that plays country that wants to collab with us, you know, I don't want to have to compromise and like make a song that I'm not happy with just to accommodate him. If that makes sense. It's like there's kind of like a give and take. I mean,
I can dig it. You like fall into the pockets that people are water sticks its own level, like attracts like kind of thing. So you want to be able to work with people that are like-minded more so.
Kind of. It's just like I don't want to make like subpar work just for the sake of a collab. That's what I'm saying.
I can dig it.
So it's like
someone was asking about live rigs. I use my Kemper Profiler. That is the coolest piece of gear that I've ever purchased in my entire life. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's just a badass guitar amp. I play Ibanez guitars. That's about it. And then just like EVH 5150 4x12 cab.
Okay, let's see. So Blue the Demonic Goblin says, all right, you get $1 million, but every time someone says your name, you have to ass punch the person nearest to you. Would you take the money?
Yeah, only if I can sell the person on the ass punch. Like I have to be able to let them know beforehand. I'm not just gonna go up out of nowhere and be like,
I feel like I could.
Hey,
but it's
gonna happen right now.
But don't you feel like if you like, my thing is, you know, you ass punch them without their consent, and then you give them some money, just like, you know,
just throw them $20.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're in Russia.
Yeah. Just some money. Throw some pennies at them.
Yeah, we're done. Victor, that's backwards.
Victor.
Who's your favorite sound?
Wait, who's?
Whoa, this thing just jumped a lot.
Bye, Rachel Lukac. Love you.
Bye.
Okay. Let's see it. Do you guys program your drums? Yes.
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 Typically we just do everything in Guitar Pro. We just got Guitar Pro 7, which is our music writing software to like hear it before we actually record it. And then we just use those MIDI drums and put them into. You use Superior Drummer, or I use GGD.
GGD drums. And, yeah.
It's a solid plugin. I have not heard of Jared Along.
Yeah, no, I have.
Have you?
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Gotta check that out. I'm a flex on you as my daddy. Hi, Dad. You look great. Let's see. I'm down. Dumb shit's gonna fall asleep to us listening to our voices. I don't watch wrestling personally. Power Wolf. I haven't heard of Power Wolf. Sorry.
No idea.
Hello from Uzbekistan.
Hello. Okay, so
he doesn't understand English, but he's still watching. That's awesome, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
We're happy to have you on the stream. I wish I could pronounce your username, but thanks for joining.
Soru says, would it be possible for me to cover your music? And hell yeah. And that's one thing I want to say this like right out clear. Like the biggest honor for us is that you guys enjoy our music. So a lot of other musicians, they're just like, oh no, like you can't use this song. You can't use my song in this. You can't use my song in that. Like, fucking use that shit. Like this is a community. This is our gift to you. This is like why we do things, is to make, to spread it around. And, if you enjoy it, use it. All that we ask is, you throw us a link and say like, hey, I'm going to use it. But, this is the way that I communicate with people and how I express myself. I'm happy to share that with you guys. And that's the biggest compliment to me. For you guys to want to use that in your own streams, that stuff, whatever.
I think I saw it was Richard a second ago about that app. Email?
Yeah, just email riffshopmail@gmail.com.
Riffshopmail@gmail.com. Just hit us up in there, and we'll be happy to just say hey and just see what it's all about.
Okay, so
I've heard it's Duran Gray. It's
Duran Gray.
Duran Gray, yeah, a couple times. I think you should.
Duran Gray's pretty cool. Wait.
My old singer showed them to me a while ago, and I thought they were super rad. He does that one thing where he puts his finger in his cheek.
Yeah, he self-mutilates
it out. So brutal.
Yeah, so I like Duran Gray, but I think that One OK Rock is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I have an appreciation for all of those bands. I think that Duran Gray, they get a little too weird for me sometimes. I mean, like, I feel like they go into like the pretentious artist categories sometimes, but I like Obscure, and I like Dead Tree and a couple of their other songs.
Ryan, yes.
Wait, hold on. Read the question.
Would you rather legally change your name to Fart or fart every time someone said your name? I would rather be called Fart, but I fart every time someone says my name anyway, so I'm just trying to switch it up. Yes, more vocal covers would be awesome. We'd love to hear you guys' voice. And if you guys need any help, just let us know, and we'll see what we can do. I actually started listening to The Beautiful People. I think it was when we were driving down to Vid Summit in LA.
Marilyn Manson?
Remember when my car broke down?
Yeah.
I don't really know any other song that well, except for that cover he did of Sweet Dreams, which I guess he got knocked out by his monitor when he was doing that live. The monitor like cracked down and it knocked him unconscious.
While he was performing
Sweet
it?
Dreams. Yeah.
Oh shit.
But yeah, no, I went through a random. It was because I was watching. Was that like Dr. Dre and Interscope documentary on HBO, the Defiant Ones? I started watching that, and then he was like included with all those artists that were coming in around that time. So I started like following him a little bit.
Oh yeah, I don't. All that I know
I'm
is
getting into him late in the game.
All that I know is that he like allegedly like took out his ribs to suck his own dick. So I mean, like, respect, man. Sometimes you just got a nut.
Yeah. Ooh, a Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. Feelings about Nathan Sharp. Nate wants to battle. Yeah, freaking love him. He was kind enough to give us a shout out and would be super down to collab. It's just one of those things. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like our schedules need to kind of coincide, and I assume he's super busy, and we're pretty busy, but we're down.
God damn it. I'm not going to spell it like how I sing it, but Akatsuki Anime Freak. Akatsuki Anime Freak. Never ignored. For no longer.
Okay, so Sean, I want to ask you a question. So you're going to be you're going to be going to your first anime convention.
Yes.
Fanime. Once again, just a reminder, you know, we're going to Fanime in NorCal. It's in a couple of weeks, the 24th. Yeah, so freaking say hi to us if you're coming. What do you think? What is your perception of an anime convention? Like, what do you expect to see?
A lot of cosplay. I'm excited about the cosplay. Yeah, to be completely honest. I think it's my friends run a couple like panels down in LA, and they do. I know it's not even close to the same thing, but they do a lot of like Halo cosplay, and like the amount of work that they put into building their costumes. Yeah, and like hooking up LED lights and everything. Like that. I think that's rad. Yeah, like I want to just kind of like talk to people that like happen to have like really rad or just super lame. I don't give a fuck. Like, I think it's gonna be a lot of just like people are sneakily cool that are in this like
it's
niche.
I totally get that. Backtracking to the earlier thing you said about, you know, the LED lights and, you know, taking a lot of time into their cosplays. Like sometimes like people like sacrifice their own comfortability to make a cool cosplay. So it's like this guy to give you an example, like there's multiple floors at this convention that we're going to go to, but this guy, he made this cosplay of this like huge giant robot, and the thing was like super cool, but it was like so he put so much effort into it. There's like, you know, all the bells and whistles are like, you know, he's got a helmet on and he's like literally like, I don't know, almost like I want to say 20 feet tall, but he couldn't move. So he's literally just standing there. Dude. He's just standing there in full like Gundam like robot attire, and then it's cool. So it's like I'm super excited. I feel like we should vlog it just because it's like, you know, taking
I'm down. As long as I could show off my chicken legs, make me bulk. Yeah. Calves are the hardest place to gain muscle. Totally not self-conscious.
Yeah. E3 I only asked about E3. I think somebody asked if we're gonna go to E3. I've never gone to E3 before.
I'd love to. That'd be fun. Yeah. We love Bro Job. We're actually still working with Bro Job. We're doing a couple things with those guys right now. Yeah. It's such a mindfuck because I remember listening to those guys in like college. And like my friend like showed me this stuff, and the first line is "Give me a hickey with your butthole." I was like, "These guys are awesome!" And then they hit us up like, right?
Yeah. No,
he reached out to us.
They approached us for hentai metal, so I think you guys should know that you helped get into anime. Thank you so much, dude. Freaking welcome to having the rest of your life ruined, because like that's like all I do sometimes.
I should cosplay as Froppy.
Froppy, where does that say that?
I'm just saying that out loud. Oh, okay. Christian happened to say that as well. That's funny. Yeah, the gym song was one of my favorites too. Not gonna touch that. It should be up on YouTube later. I'd say so.
Let's see.
You guys help me get back into playing? Yeah, Brady. That's killer. We're stoked we're able to help you guys out. The coolest thing about like being able to play music, it's if I'm having like a weird day or just need to like decompress or something like that, it's like, I mean, you could watch YouTube for so long, or you could like, you know, eat junk food for so long, but like if you have like a cathartic relief, which is like playing music or being able to have a conversation with yourself, like playing an instrument, like that's like the coolest way just to be able to like kind of recenter yourself. So I'm stoked we're able to help you out with that.
Oh, Jojo Not Crash, you're going to Fanime? Woo! See you there, man. Jojo Not Crash.
Is it bad that I sing our own songs?
Yeah, no, after we made the 479 song with your guys' names in it, like your names were literally stuck in our heads. So that was freaking cool.
How far away? All right, never mind. Let's see. Following you on Patreon. You left me a comment on my name. Whoa, hold on.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I know Death Angel. It's actually funny. My friend's aunt is married to the guitar player in Death Angel. I met him when I was in like 8th grade. He like came to my friend's 8th grade graduation party, and we were playing 1965 by White Zombie. And I thought we were just so metal. I had hair down to like here, and I did all the singing and stuff and didn't know what I was doing. And I remember just seeing him cringe so hard. He did not want to be there. I was like 14.
Mr. Black Tea, best mom in the world, Dominique Blake. Some wrong key, yo.
This is my tribe. Steven, thanks for checking in on break. We're happy that we're able to inspire you too, man. That's killer. Wait, blah, blah, blah. And have some music to show you guys. Yeah, send it our way. We'd be stoked. See if we could share it with like the community on there. Best mom in the world, Mr. Black Tea, Dr. Scott. You all have a P.O. box to send fan mail.
I mean, I could.
We do the Blink-182 thing and just send it to our favorite Mexican restaurant. And then,
oh, is that what they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we'll figure that out.
Well,
we haven't actually thought about that. We didn't know anybody wanted to send us fan mail.
I mean, like you could just send us fan email. I mean, I feel like that's
we'll write that down.
Yeah.
We'll update you guys once we get one. Doggos. I'm a huge doggo. Always doggos, puppers, pupperinas, and small boys.
Let's see.
Oh, it was so fast.
Yeah, no, it's super fast. Okay, have you two been to Illinois? Because I live there.
I've never been in Illinois.
I used to live in Illinois for a very small amount of time.
Really?
Yeah. I moved around a lot. I was born in Wisconsin. Kind of fun fact. Hey. I was born in Wisconsin, and I moved to I lived in Chicago for a month.
Good night, Daniel.
Yeah, and then it moved around a lot, and then I came to San Francisco. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that story. I've been to 10 different schools just because, moving around a lot. I was always the new kid, so I always had to make a lot of, I had to be used to making a lot of friends.
You tested 928. I think I remember talking to you about posting our stuff on your college radio. Thanks for doing that for us. That's killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hit 50K. Woo! We haven't even celebrated yet.
Yeah.
This is like that high five was our first celebration.
Yeah.
We've been crazy busy.
Okay.
I'm like psyched to like get back to work now, dude. And now I'm not just like, okay, I got to do all this crap.
Dude, by the way, it's literally the coolest thing to see you guys on here. I didn't know what to expect at all, but the fact that there's so many of you guys watching is kind of crazy.
We met through the local scene. We were in 2 different bands, and then we were both free, and so we started doing stuff together. Ryan, who/what are some of your musical guilty pleasures that you yourselves are ashamed to admit?
I am not ashamed to admit
Lily
this.
Allen. I'm not that ashamed either.
Yeah. I think the thing is, like, at least me, I'm past the point of being like too ashamed to admit, I guess, to like hide any of my musical pleasures, so to speak. I mean, like, I fucking love Justin Bieber. I can't say I vouch for him as a person, but I love a lot of his music. Let's see. I mean, I freaking openly admit to watching anime. I feel like that pretty much says a lot already. I mean, I fucking love anime, dude.
People have told me Coheed and Cambria should be a guilty pleasure, but they're like, I will let everyone know that I love that band more than anything, and will challenge everyone to Coheed and Cambria trivia if they wish to. You guys have plans on doing a tour? Maybe come. We were actually do the con thing. Talk about that.
The con thing? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
We it's kind of up in the air right now, but we're kind of talking to some people about doing like con tours, like different. I forget like the names of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's different conventions. It's like we have yet to play our first show as Riff Shop, but we have some actually of our Riff Shop family, that are on Patreon. Some of them are trying to get us hooked up with playing some conventions, and that would be fucking awesome because that makes the most sense for us to play at conventions and other places. So we're super down. I don't want to say anything too prematurely, so I'll just leave it at that.
If you come to Emerald City.
By the way, new rule. So if you're gonna like answer a question, I think that it's best to like read the name of the person and then read the entire question first before you answer, just so that you guys are kind of all in the loop.
Adorable girl, that's me. Sorry. Z01. Sean, can you sing Adorable Girl, That's Me? Adorable Girl, That's Me.
Oh.
No. Happy to help out.
I feel like we should ask them a question. Like what?
Yeah. I feel like we should have thought about that question before we said that.
See, we're not prepared. Okay.
I watched CSM 1718. Yes, I watched Steve T. That guy's awesome. His the first thing I watched by him was the Mario Gent. I thought that was killer. I love his guitar. I mean, we can start out with an easy one. What's your guys' favorite RIFFSHOPS song right now?
Oh yeah, favorite RIFFSHOPS song. That's actually a great one.
Yeah. And the highest voted one, David will sing it.
That's a good one. Icon. Inside metal.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, you guys
so Dested 928. They were talking about censorship in SEC.
Hold on. Read that.
Whoa, geez. Okay, yeah, this is popping off right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Lolly, hard one. Anime metal is my favorite one. Hentai, Lolly, all of them. Hentai.
Doki.
Mr. Black Tea, it's almost 4 a.m. in Germany, but you staying up? Thank you. Hentai. A lot of hentai.
Yeah, a lot of you guys are fucking sick fucks. Dude, like
let that freak flag fly.
Dude, once the master plan is like once we get enough people saying like, oh lolly, like Shotokan, after we're just gonna report all of our subscribers like straight hand that.
That's the idea. That's the intent behind this.
Or this is like this channel is managed by Chris Hansen. So it's just like he's just gonna come out and arrest everybody.
Do a lolly song. LOL.
Will you guys perform at my wedding vow renewal? Hell yeah, dude.
That'd be awesome.
That'd freaking yeah.
We're happy to help out. Just slide into those DMs, which is internet speak for direct message us.
So the funny thing is like Lolly and Hentai both got demonetized and age restricted. So
oof.
A burp. But the thing is like we kind of knew that going in. So but the thing is like we don't like. But fuck that shit. Like, fuck YouTube. We're still going to make the content we like. Yeah. And we enjoy making lewd songs about lewd topics. So expect more fucking crazy ass songs.
Thank you, Francisco. My Hero was fun to track.
My Blue Demonic Goblin says, my favorite RIFFSHOPS song is probably Weeaboo Metal or Serial Metal. I showed my parents Hentai Metal. My dad went, oh my God, that's just fucked up, and laughed. My mom shook her head. Yes.
Yeah, I could just tell like when I first showed my parents like what was going on. I think they found it first.
For Weeaboo Metal?
No, I think Hentai was the first one that they figured out what we were like doing, and then like decided to look into it. And I could tell they're like, good job. We can't show this to girls.
Did they recreate the scene in the Hentai Metal where they just come in like to your room
and the scum rag like sticking on the wall? That shot though.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
David whipped me with that wet tissue a couple times before he actually stuck it on the wall. So there's like outtakes of me getting whipped.
But that's real jizz because we don't half-ass shit. That was real jizz. And
wait, is you talking about jizz and other people talking about incest? This conversation's getting weird. Zen, thank you for showing all your friends. There were a couple awesome homies who are using Weeaboo as the anthem to their anime club in high school. So they play it every time they meet, which I am super pumped on.
Yeah.
Oh, another funny story. I have a friend of mine started working for this like music tech company, and like there's a program out there that was still in its beta phase, and they needed artists to start demonstrating it and like do reviews on it and stuff. So he recommended to his boss if we could do like a promotional like program with them and like test it out and do videos on it. So he showed him Weeaboo, but he is living in Japan and got extremely offended by the Weeaboo video and vowed to never work with us again and to delete the contact information.
Oh man, that makes me, I feel like my happiness comes from other people's like pissed off levels. Like the more pissed off people are, then I'm like, all right, I'm happy.
I get down with that. Yeah, Christian Alejandro, happy to be on your playlist. Edison Vidal, here's your shout out. Stoked that you're Filipino. That's very cool.
But
hashtag salt. 01.
Skyrim metal. My girlfriend plays Skyrim a lot.
Fortnite metal.
Yeah.
God, you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
We like had some stuff in the background and be like, we're gonna run out of stuff to say, but you guys are helping us out.
Yeah. Hold on, let me look at our topics because I feel like I wanna wait, hold on, where did my topics list go? Okay. Okay, so are you guys curious to hear about my speed dating experiences at anime conventions? Okay.
I'm curious.
Okay.
You're just gonna leave them hanging like
that? Okay. Okay. I'm waiting for. But
yes. Trap metal. Yes. Trap metal.
Okay. So absolutely yes. Okay. Because I didn't want to be like, oh, you guys want to hear it, and then everybody's like, no. And then I would go on a rant. Okay. So pretty much. So back in my single days, like right now I'm like happily in a relationship, but back when I was like single and ready to mingle, I went to anime conventions, and then in some of them they have speed dating parts where each anime convention is different and they'll have a different format. But one of the main ones that I remember is this one in Sacramento Anime, where the format of the speed dating went where it's like there's a huge room and then there's like all the guys on one side like seated over here and then all the girls seated over there. There's like two,
like a middle school dance.
Kind of like, how there's a theater and there's like rows of seats?
Yeah.
It's like two rows of seats looking at each other. Oh yeah, and by the way, the girl to guy ratio was fucked. Like seriously, not kidding. I took a picture. If I could find it, I'll post it. I'll post it. But I shit you not, the ratio at all of these things is like 1 girl to, I kid you not, like 10 guys. I kid you, like literally 10 guys for. And then the thing is like, guys, they literally have to put a number in this lottery draw. And then it's like, you need to win a lottery to be admitted into the speed dating thing because the ratio is so fucked. If you're a girl, you're automatically in.
Yeah.
But if you're a guy, you need to win a lottery to enter the room. Weird. So, okay. So anyway, so the ratio is completely fucked. So once we're in this, in SAC Anime, like, once again, there's 2 rows of seats facing each other. So this is the worst thing to do in an anime convention where everybody's extremely introverted. But the way they had it is that each person had to like stand up and give like a speech about themselves in front of like the rest of the room. And then after that, like sit down and then you painfully like listen to everybody who, by the way, it's no secret. Like a lot of us deal with like social anxiety. Like we're attracted to anime because, we're introverts in a lot of cases and we don't like talking to a lot of people and putting ourselves out there in the open. I mean, granted, there's exceptions, but I feel like that's just a strong correlation. So it's just like having to watch a bunch of just people who just like, they just want to be like low key and not have to like do public speaking. They're like forced to like give speeches about themselves and sell themselves as like a dating prospect. And some of these people were like so awkward. I loved it, but it was so cringy. Like this guy literally stood up and he sang his speech. He was like, "Hi, my name is John, and I like this." And it was
all
just
the girls are just, fuck, he's good.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Waterfall, fucking flooding. So
he did it with that French. My name is John. Na, 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 na.
And then and then yeah, his entire speech was just like singing that song, and then like I don't know,
he pissed on the floor for dominance.
yeah. It was a strong move. Let's see. I think let's see what other crazy shit happened. Yeah, I mean it was just crazy. Hold on. And then
the adventure to Kate to the rescue. Yes, Devin Townsend is my dude. Devin Townsend is, if I could swap my vocals out with anybody, it'd probably be Devin Townsend. everything he does, every album he's produced, super in love with. He did like the first Lamb of God record after they turned from Burn the Priest. I have fallen asleep to. Sorry, this is a crazy change of gears. I couldn't let that one go. I love Devin Townsend. I fall asleep to the Reptile Circus all the time, and Z2. That dude is my dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going with the.
So let's see. I'm trying to just recall other like really awkward pitches. I mean, like I remember I gave my speech and I felt super awkward. I was like, oh yeah, like I play metal, I guess. And then it was just like everybody just like, okay, cool, I guess. Like nobody cared. It was just like I think everybody was just really like too nervous because they were just thinking about what they were gonna say that they couldn't actually listen to what the other people were saying. It was just it was super awkward. Yeah.
Just to let you guys know, we got our homeboy behind the scenes, Harsh Shit, in the chat group. Woo! He is the dude. And Harsh Shit, thanks for being a dude.
Thanks for being a dude.
He's an awesome dude.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm here now. So it is the reason that I'm okay with being bald, because Evan Townsend is bald.
Let's see.
You should do this like once a week. That'd be fun. We'd probably get less awkward as people. Heavy Debbie, The Adventures of Kate to the Rescue. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're down with that. Dominique Blake, thank you so much for chatting with us. Yeah, we should upload this. It'd be fun, just so we get to take notes and not be awkward next time. Which chat are you reading? We're reading the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother chat that, hello, Facebook people.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Bay Area Death Fest. You played Bay Area Death Fest, didn't you?
Oh, well, we're going to play Bay Area Death Fest.
Yeah,
but,
from Donald Jewell.
Yeah, that's local, so, like, you know, I'd rather talk about topics that, like, everybody can relate to.
Yeah, I can take it.
By the way, Facebook people, if you haven't already, like, you know, go on over to our YouTube, because Facebook, the algorithms are so weird, like seriously so weird, that it just penalizes our videos, and you likely aren't going to see our latest uploads because our content isn't super Facebook friendly, so it's not going to get shared as much. You're not going to see it. So, you know, if you want to stay up to date, you know, we suggest, you know, going over to our YouTube and then pressing that subscribe button and then pressing the little bell icon. I feel like shameless for plugging our YouTube channel, but that's where we're at.
Well done.
Yes. Tasted like
what is
chocolate, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What is up, Nick? Akis.
Let's see. So I got a question to you guys. Like, what do you think about? And this is by no means like us, like, yeah, we're gonna do this. But what do you think about the idea of us? Because it's hard. It's like, as content creators, we got to think of ways to consistently put out content. And, you know, and the thing is, we always want it to be quality. So it's not the easiest thing to write a 10 out of 10 song in our eyes and then put it out like every 2 weeks. What do you guys think of us, you know, covering anime songs but putting a twist on it? So, for example, making it metal, doing it in different genres. What do you think about that? Because this is your channel just as much as it's our channel. Do it. Yes, I like that idea. I give that a hell yeah, hell yes, yes, please.
Sounds Gucci, fam.
Oh, revolution. Okay, yeah, because the thing is, like, you know, we want to make content that makes you happy, but we also need to put out more content just because it's like, you know, we're creators, but it's a really slow process if we have to make an original song each time.
Mm-hmm. Patricia, a Dragon Soul remix might be a good idea.
Yeah.
God, it's the delay and like the question and then like the jump in comments.
Yeah. I think Nikapa Gaming says, I think mixing up the styles would be awesome. I also think you should do more video game videos and focus on good and bad of the video game. Overwatch Metal hit the nail on the head. Yeah, no, definitely. It's there's so many ideas that we want to do. It's all about, you know, how do we pick the right ones. You know what I mean?
0-1, our content will not suffer. There are a number of tracks that do not make the cut when we're putting stuff together. We want to make sure that our writing style doesn't kind of suffer when we're doing this, so we want to make sure we're always giving you guys quality. Yeah, we're never gonna like just throw something at you guys. There's every single thing that we push out. We tend to get into the last minute. Yeah, it's just like make it better, make it better, make it better. Yes. And we have like a weird divorce every time we have to put the video out. Yeah. Like, oh, there's so much more we could have done.
Yeah, exactly.
But like every song feels that way, just because we want to make it as good as we can, but then we also want to like give something to you guys at the exact same time.
Exactly. So like literally, it means so much that we have your attention. It means so much that, you know, for the people that are on Patreon, that we have your support. The last thing I ever want to do, that we ever want to do, is alienate that by putting out something that we're not 100% happy with. I'd rather fucking kick myself in the ball sack and like fucking, I don't know, get headbutted by, I don't know, Sean or something like that. I'd much rather
didn't practice.
Yeah, I'd much rather just endure physical injury than alienate you guys, because it's like, it's the trust. It's like, that's invaluable. So yeah, we'll never put out anything subpar.
We would love to go on a UK tour. I forget who posted that. We got so much on our plate right now, just kind of like filling our pipeline, because once we're able to kind of fill that up and then set it to autopilot in terms of like an auto post, then we'd love to like kind of like go on the road and experience it with you guys and not miss like an upload. Yeah. So once we're able to kind of like fill that up a lot more, which is, you know, it might take a little bit of a process.
But the thing is, like, you know, if you guys are down with the ideas of us covering anime songs and putting twists here and there onto it, that's something that allows us to, you know, create a backlog of content that we can kind of do crazier shit like that. Because right now, literally, when we put out a song, that's like, okay, that we need to start a video from scratch. Like we need to start working on the next video right away. And it's just kind of like, I feel like we're always behind, even though we're putting 100% into it. Like whenever we're not uploading, like we're working our ass off trying to make videos for you guys. So yeah, it's just tough.
Yeah. Good night, Patricia. Thank you so much for joining the chat. Stoked you guys are here. The anime fan, Corey in the house. What up? Whoop. We are in California. For anybody that was wondering, we are in Oakland, California right now. Power Rangers medal.
Okay, so
that solo, I love playing that guitar solo.
The X-Man 7777 says, how long does the video making process take?
So long.
Yeah, really long.
I mean, sometimes you can crank those out. I mean, David really spearheaded the Lolicon video. But then it's like, how long does it take to film it? And then how long does it take to edit it? Because sometimes we'll have to get like multiple shots for a single video. So like that could stretch for a span of like a few days. And then sometimes like the editing can take upwards of like, I don't know, what would you say?
Like if we're busting our ass off on that, which we always are, probably like 4 days of like doing nothing but editing. But I would say like the absolute quickest that you can expect a video to take for us is 2 weeks, like absolute quickest. But recently for us,
from like writing,
from very beginning,
blank piece of paper, to posting it on YouTube.
Yeah, because even just writing a song, like I feel like a lot of our value comes from just writing the song itself. So I mean, just writing that without filming anything, without recording anything, sometimes can take a week. And recently, it's probably been taking almost like 3 weeks to a month to write a song and put out a video for it. So it's just like, you know, the quality takes time. It's you know, it's not no easy feat.
Sorry if I mispronounced this, but Jejin, sorry. I do not have a real job.
Okay, so what did he ask?
Do you guys have real jobs?
Okay.
I don't. This is my full-time thing. I'm in 4 other bands, and just recording. Yeah, this is it. David's a little bit more adult than I am,
though. So yeah, pretty much. So about a year and 3 months ago, up until a year and 3 months ago, I was working the typical corporate route, and I was like, this is a safe route. This is, I'm gonna make my parents happy. I'm gonna this is how I just live life. But I was always 100% focused on my passion, my one thing, and I'm sure some of you guys can relate, whether or not that's anime or whether or not it's, carpentry or whatever your passion is. I was always thinking about that while I was working. And I started Riff Shop just kind of like part-time. I had my band going, and then I had Riff Shop going. But there came to be a point where I was laid off. And then I had to make a decision of, what do I do now? Do I look for another corporate job, or do I, take a chance while I'm still young and do something that might not pan out, but it might pan out, and it might lead to something where I feel spiritually fulfilled, fulfilled with my passions. And I decided to take that chance. And I said, fuck you to the corporate life. And I was like, what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to work on the YouTube channel, and I'm going to, hopefully help out a bunch of creators and help, spread joy through music. I know that sounds really cheesy, but I mean,
so it's also kind of funny how like doing something for yourself in that realm of like, what do you do? Like, what do you do with your time? Like, how are you spending it? Like, I don't want to say that that's necessarily a selfish thing, because typically when people are like pursuing what their like dream is or anything like that, it tends to go full circle and just help other people out, whether that be through leading by example or through just, we wanted to like make music like that. Our selfishness in wanting to make music has given music to like you guys. Yeah. Like, and that's what we're feeding off of now. That's kind of something that I didn't really foresee coming forward. Is I just wanted to make music that I was proud of and record stuff that I was proud of. And then it tends to like spill off into something like this. I worked in tech for a while. And I kind of hit a point where you like see yourself hitting 40, like, or 50, like in that corporate world. And that's totally fine if people are doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I kind of just knew that that isn't what I wanted to do. And that kind of scared me to the point where I didn't really care, like, if I didn't know what I was going to do, or if I didn't know what was going to pan out or anything like that. And that kind of just said, whatever. Like, I don't really care, like, what anyone thinks about what I'm doing. Like, I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to make sure that I am having fun with, like, my, 8 to 10 hours a day. Like, working on something.
So what would you say, to other people that are, and I don't think anybody asked this, but just, I feel like, in case that there's one of you guys that's in need of this, or that you're thinking about doing something like what we're doing, becoming a content creator, what would you say to somebody who was in your shoes that, they have a good paying job, or a job that they're okay with, but they're not sure if they should take the leap? Like, what would you say to that?
Get your nest egg together in terms of what you'd feel comfortable with. Like, just always have, like, don't put yourself fully in the corner. And then also realize that you have to prove it to yourself that it's a good idea before you jump ship. And what I mean by that is when I was working at my other full-time job, I would like leave work early. Sometimes I'd slip out like 30 minutes early to like rush home to get into the studio in order to track until like 1 or 2 a.m. and then wake up at 6 and then go straight to work. And then sometimes just say, oh, I'm sick or I'm having car problems, and record in the morning. And then I'd be at work, and then on my lunch break, I'd have my laptop, and then I'd be working on my stuff during my lunch break. And then I'd be pretending like I'm doing other work at my job and still be working. And then I just saw the amount of work I was doing for something else. Like, I wasn't doing anyone any favors by being at that other job. And I knew that that momentum would still kind of carry over. So if you have like aspirations to want to do something, prove it to yourself in your off time. Like, don't completely just, oh, I'm going to be like a YouTuber. I'm going to be like something else. So this job is getting in my way, or this relationship is getting in my way, or it's this. Like, if you're still pointing fingers at other things as to why you're not doing something, you're not really looking at like the hours that you have by yourself. Like, if you get off work and I'm going to have a drink with my friends. That's like 2 hours right there that you could have been proving to yourself to actually work on something.
Exactly.
So it's like, I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't have all the answers, but that's kind of what worked for me. I like was looking at my schedule throughout my day, and I broke down all my hours, and I said, I'm sacrificing sleep in order to do this, and I'm leaving work and showing up to work early and working during my lunch break to do this. Yeah. Like once I quit, that's still going to happen.
Yeah. So I don't want to dwell on this too long because no, but I just wanted to, you know, I just say that I agree with everything he says. I just want to wrap it up with, you know, yeah, just you need to prove it to yourself first before you make the leap. And there's a dumb way to do things and there's a smart way. So be smart about how you're going to make the leap if you are going to make the leap. And you can always ask us for questions because at the end of the day, we're here to help you as well. So anyway, back to comments.
Speaking of segues.
Okay.
Using Moonlight Ninja. Have we thought about using YouTube comments for lyrics for a song? No, I haven't. I thought about making a video of my mom reading the lyrics, and I'd be able to like auto-tune that into a song, but I'm not going to put her through that.
Okay, so Wish at 1111 says, "How do you guys stay in shape and so sexy?" That one's for you. That one's for you.
I just went on a 3-day fast accidentally. I was coming back from Wisconsin, and then like my uncle, he had just finished like a 6-day fast and had lost like 50 pounds, and he looked amazing. And we were just talking about like the ketogenic diet and stuff, and then things like that. You actually inspired me to go to the gym a little bit more because of what you said about it's not that you don't have enough time to go to the gym. It's that if you don't go to the gym, you rob yourself of time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So here's I'm not a fitness expert, but the last company that I work for, the CEO said something that was kind of like a game changer. You know, every once in a while you hear something that somebody says and you'll be like, all right, that kind of like, all right, I see you there. I see you. So pretty much what she said is that a lot of people have the misconception that if you go to a gym, you're taking time out of your day. Oh, it's like, oh, I don't have enough. Like if I go to the gym, then I'll be sacrificing like 2 hours. But, you know, if you look at it in terms of energy, my previous CEO said, if you go to the gym, you'll actually gain time. And the reason why that is you'll gain energy. You'll gain, after you work out, you know how you get like pumped up and you're feeling good? You actually gain 4 hours of productive energy. And of course, that's like super variable depending on a bunch of things that I'm not qualified enough to answer. But, you know, the main takeaway is that you actually gain time, you gain productivity, and that's how you should be looking at it instead of losing time. So after that, I was like, you know, fuck yeah, dude. Like, fuck yeah, ex-CEO, even though you laid me off, fuck you, but fuck yeah.
Where to go? Rios Pete, why do you ignore certain questions? We're really sorry. We have Facebook comments over here. We have YouTube comments coming in over here. I think our Patreon is going at the same time. And once we want to make sure that we answer whatever question we get. We're really sorry that we're not able to answer all of them right now.
Yeah.
Unless you guys want to have a 6-hour chat. That'd be awesome.
Okay, so let's see. The Big Gun 666 says, "Hey, do you guys ever feel embarrassed with the costumes and weird lyrics?" I don't. Yeah. No, the thing is like I used to do a bunch of like, you know, crazy shit. We could get into this another time, but you know, when I was trying to get out of my shell, I would literally go up to random people and like introduce myself and start talking to them. And then I used to do a bunch of things that would kind of like strengthen my social muscle, and doing crazy shit sometimes was like a part of the process for doing that. It's like, okay, like I need to like, you know, get what's called like socially warmed up before I just start talking to random people. So it's like I would do like, you know, dumb shit, like maybe like do push-ups before I like started like talking to random people just to get out of my head and start socializing more. And this is a kind of a tip of iceberg for like a whole different conversation. If any of you guys struggle with social anxiety, and you know are looking to like break past that, you know, we can have that conversation at some time. But so pretty much in training myself to do that, I'm pretty used to doing fucking weird shit. Not to mention, you know, both of us played live music, so we're used to, you know, rocking out and going 110% for audience members. It was just so yeah, no, it's not that weird.
Wait, there's two things in here that I want to see. Richard Avery, our website is.
Wait, what did he say?
He is looking to get a shirt, and you can order them off our website at
riffshop.academy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to follow up on
there's also links in all of our videos that we post. You should be able to go directly to our website, and we sell phone cases, t-shirts, talking about body pillows. But we'll see what happens. Knee Kappa Gaming, push-ups right now in front of them at the bar. He dropped down and gave him 20, then buy them a drink. 20, that's it. How many push-ups?
Wait, hold on, what's going on? Push-ups right in front of them. You dropped it. Is that a question or knee Kappa?
How many push-ups do you guys think David can do?
Yeah, I have there's a pull-up bar here. Maybe I should just like do a pull-up contest.
Riff Shop Blue the Demonic Goblin recommends we do Riff Shop condoms, Riff Shop branded condoms.
Dude, thank you, Blue Demonic Goblin. Demonic
over 9,000.
Demonic Goblin thinks I could do 1,000. I can't do 1,000, but thank you very much. Nikki Fuck, I might be able to do 50. Yeah. Bushido Anime says, you guys watch Agretsugo? I watched the first 2 episodes. It's pretty cute. I kind of wish that it had more substance from what I've seen. Like, I feel like it has the feeling of kind of like a one-shot, but in my favorite media that I like to watch when it comes to like shows is like kind of like, instead of episodic, it just kind of like follows a plot. But I'd have to give it kind of more time. So what videos do you watch on YouTube, says T-Bot Plip?
I put on, if I need to like clean my room or like do like monotonous work, I put on
2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Yeah, exactly. No, 2 Girls, 1 Finger. I'm graduated. With E-fucked all day.
E-fucked, yeah.
No, I put on lo-fi hip-hop radio stations. It's like a live station, and you could just type in lo-fi and just chill.
Lo-fi,
just chill beats.
Oh, so you're the type of person who puts on like one of those 3-hour long lo-fi.
No, it's like a live station, and there's like a comment section going on there. There's like 10 versions. There's a girl that's studying crazy hard.
Dude, that reminds me. Yeah. Have you heard of this whole Nightcore thing?
Nerdcore.
No, Nightcore.
No, not really.
Okay. So Nightcore, like, I mean, I'm sure for some of you guys probably know, but Nightcore is like, and somebody made a Nightcore version of one of our songs. And hold on, I'll play a little bit of it. Weeaboo Metal Nightcore. So this is gonna be a reaction video. Woo! Like live reaction. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna play a Weeaboo Metal Nightcore version, and I'll just play only like a couple, probably about like 30 seconds for you to get the idea.
Groove it.
Oh yeah!
Snare gallery. How have I not heard this before?
Okay. So I think you get the point. So it's pretty much like
just
sped up.
Chipmunks, yeah.
Sped up.
Yeah.
So I'm very confused as to why that's a thing, because it's just, like, why? Like, why? Like, I don't get it. Like, is it just cute? Is it a thing? I mean, like, okay, like, what do you guys think?
It's very ADD friendly.
Yeah. Look up Fapcore. It's terrible.
Rodney, a girl phoned me and said, "Come on over. There's nobody home." And then I went over. Nobody was home.
Black Death said it's terrible. By the way, Black Death was the first. Black Death was the first person to message or leave a comment. Because by the way, we read all the comments. We try to respond when we can. But Black Death was the first person to say like, "Hey, you know, like I'm gonna put $5 towards Riff Shop if you guys start a Patreon." I was like, okay, cool. Like, and it was because of, you know, Black Death and because of you guys that it's like, oh, okay, like this is a thing. And now this is like a main source of how we're like going to be making a living. So I mean, thank you so much.
Black Death is the alpha.
Wait, hold on. Pajama Man 23 says there's a Nightcore version of Lolly Metal. I did not know that. Lolly Metal. I'm probably not going to play it because people could just look it up on their own. Is there? I don't see it. Oh, Lolly Metal Nightcore. There you
go. I love that reaction video.
Yeah.
Make a new pledge where $50. Blue the Demonic Goblin says, make a new pledge where $50 will get a narration of their life.
For like your entire life, or just like I feel like for like an hour or like your entire life. I feel like that's a big difference. Okay, good night, Pit Crow. Okay, Rodney Dangerfield says, my wife only has sex with me for a purpose. Last night she used me to time an egg. Oh.
Some solid stamina. Keep up the good work, Rodney.
Wait, was he the same guy who did the like,
no one's home?
Yeah, okay. Dude,
got all the jokes.
Keep it up, man.
How many guitars do I have? I have, personally, this one isn't mine. This is a nice one. This is a nice boy. I have 2 Ibanez guitars. I have 1 new Breedlove acoustic, which I am in love with. It's the Passport series. I have a PRS Santana SE, which David almost snapped the neck on that.
I have that on. I have footage of me like dancing, being like, and then dropping his guitar, and my face is like,
there's like a crack down the neck, and I'm like, it was my first guitar. It was my PRS Santana SE, and then I have a Parker Hornet, so that's at 5, and then I have.
Are you compensating?
No. I'll learn how to play sooner or later. And then I have a couple basses, just like Fender P bass.
He's compensating because he only has 1 penis.
Yes, basically. Not like David. I wish I was more like David.
I have 5 penises.
Yeah. I have 6 guitars, 1 penis, and you have 6 penises, 1 guitar.
Exactly.
Yeah. Perfect. Favorite guitarist? Blue Demon Goblin. Oh God.
What? Wait, what was the question?
Who's your favorite guitarist? Randy Rhoads. I was like raised on Randy Rhoads. It's funny because like nowadays, Randy Rhoads isn't like comparatively, technically as good as people nowadays, but it's like he was one of the first people to be that good. It's kind of weird to think about it that way.
Yeah.
Like technique and everything, I feel has like gotten better over the years.
Yeah.
I love Tosin Abasi, Animals as Leaders guys. Those are really rad. Do you have a favorite one?
I don't really follow guitar, but I'm more of a songwriter guy. Like I don't even really consider myself a guitarist. I consider myself a songwriter. But my favorite songwriters, not that you asked, Matt Bellamy, Muse, Matt Hafey, Trivia.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we had an ascendancy.
Yeah.
Phase. Like in the car. I love Satriani. I do too. The Black Death is asking the worst job ever.
The worst job that we've ever had, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a B2B sales consultant for a company. That was very like suit and tie, like make the sale, crush the sale. It just
execute.
Yeah, it wasn't for me. I realized I'm not that good at sales. It was just really tough. That was like my first.
That seems strange. I feel like you'd be hella good at sales. Like you're like, hello.
Well, I was pushing like paper.
Pushing paper.
Yeah, like selling pens and stuff. I was selling like office supplies.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think of my worst job.
Yeah.
I think I think like my so my stepdad runs, or we have a family business where, not to break stereotypes, but my family's business is a dry cleaning place. So like when I was growing up, like he did one of those like total dad moves. It's like, you got to build character, son. You got to build character. So he had me, I shit you not, for an entire summer, he had me wake up every day at like, I think 5-ish, and then sit through 2 hours of traffic to single-handedly man a dry cleaning store, and then of course pay toll, and then pay for parking and stuff like that, and then put in pretty much like a 10-hour day, come back, and he would pay me like $100 a week for that. It's like
I did not know that.
No. Well, yeah, this is just for a summer, but it was totally one of those dad things where it's like, builds character, son, but he just fucking wanted free labor. I was like, God fucking damn, like, fuck you, man.
Damn.
That was one of those things where it's just like, it made me realize, like, this isn't for me. And some people they can do that, but like I can't. Like yeah.
I'll also say I was a telemarketer in college for a while. I was selling newspapers from coast to coast.
Were you on like a bike? Were you like?
No, telemarketer.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well.
Hi, this is Sean with the Merced Sun Star. We're just wondering if you'd like to resubscribe to your subscription status. I slung newspaper subscriptions to little ladies all throughout college.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just ruining dinners one phone call at a time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, the Night Spider Collector says, "Hey, how's that MacBook Pro working out for you?" There's a lot of exclamation points.
Wait, is he this might be the strapping young lad that sold me my brand new MacBook. If that's him, dude, yeah, thank you so much. That has made my life so fucking awesome. I can't tell you, like, that is like, if I lost that, I'd be completely fucked. So that is like, I don't even know what to say. Blue Demonic Gammon. Have Sean call me as a telemarketer. I'd listen. I'll sell you weeaboo shirts via phone. I'd hang up on you, Nikki. Sean is one of those guys I'd hang up on. But then I call you right back. Where did you come up with the name Riff Shop?
So
the X-Man 7777.
Yeah, so pretty much we were just like at the beginning, we're just like, oh, okay, well, let's think of something punny. So I think it was between a Riff Shop, because it sounds like thrift shop, haha, or get a riff of this. And then I was just like, yeah, like Harsha and I came to those conclusions, and then we're like, yeah, Riff Shop is significantly better than get a riff of this. So, okay, so A asks, what do you call an alligator in a vest?
I know this.
An investigator.
Gotti.
Dude, this is fun. This is fucking awesome.
143 likes. There's 86 of you guys in here.
Yeah,
right
fuck yeah.
Future plans for Riff Shop.
Jack Seb says, what is your future plans on Riff Shop?
We will be the show.
Be the show?
The Indiana?
Yeah, it's I don't know if we should talk about that, because it's like
there's stuff coming.
Okay, yeah. So the thing is, like, we may or may not play our first show ever in Indiana, and I don't want to like give any more details than that, because
in the air, kind of
up in the air.
When it happens, we'll be filming it and we'll share with you guys, or at least I'd like to. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
AC Shells 99. It's weird because yeah, I lost my thought. Okay. Riku
Will you be doing another live stream soon?
Says Riku the Unchained.
I think it'd be fun to do one of these like once a month.
Fun. Yeah, it'd be kind of fun.
Or maybe a little bit more frequent.
Yeah. The main reason why we wanted to do it this time is just because it's like, because we're working on the vocal lessons that we're telling you about. It's like the content has kind of slowed down, because it's like we can only focus on one thing at a time. And then we want to just kind of like give you something, we just want to essentially just be like, hey, what's up, guys? We still love you, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Wait a minute.
What?
Nikki Falk. You want to hear my ringtone? I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, I had to sample that from the TV show.
Let me see if I can do it.
For those of you guys that don't know, that's the ringtone in Metalocalypse. That's been my ringtone for as long as I can remember. Can you be more frequent on Discord? We will try.
Hold on, who said that?
Zero Run.
Yeah, dude, I feel so bad about Discord because it's like it's one of those things where it's like I'm very like
let it right, Coop.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like there's so many platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Patreon, and it's like juggling all those things while like still trying to be productive and like make content is just sometimes a challenge. Not to mention I'm just not super familiar with Discord yet, but I definitely need to be on more Discord. But yeah, that's something that I need to work on. So yeah.
How long have you guys been playing music? Why am I stuttering on this? I just had a huge brain fart. When I was a kid, my parents like didn't force me, but they very much encouraged me to play piano. And I was just like a little fat kid with a bowl cut. And I didn't like it. I didn't like going to like take practices and lessons and stuff. And they said, well, you have to learn something. And then I said, I'll learn Basket Case by Green Day. And then I'll stop playing guitar. And that was when I just turned 9. So I am almost 29. So almost 20 years I've been playing guitar. And that kind of like spun off into like programming music and all that other stuff. But playing music, I'd say, yeah, 20 years.
Yeah, wow.
That's weird.
I
That's
think
super weird to say.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, for me, probably about since 8th grade. How old are people when they're in 8th grade?
14, 13?
13. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm 26 now, so what is math? Is that 13 years?
Whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that, yeah. So about
that's
that.
exactly a long time. R2O asks, what instruments do we play? I have been figuring out how to sing for a while, and I play guitar mostly. I dabble in piano, and then I program and like sequence music, like strings and like synthesizer stuff too, like make beats sometimes for fun. When you W, I stopped in Germany for a layover. He asked if I've been to Germany. I was doing a European tour and basically stayed in Sweden the whole time, but I got to stop in, I think it was Munich, something like that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's Munich, man.
Yeah, I'd love to though. I would absolutely love to. She Shells 99. How did we meet? We met in our local scene. We're in 2 bands that toured a lot together, and David had an awesome idea for the RIFFSHOPS thing, and he invited me to tag along. Lord Zerok, I've never been to New Zealand, but I'd love to because I love Flight of the Conchords. Anyone that thinks that. Rock Guy, am I the only one that thinks that the metal voice in the songs is like one of the singer of Lamb of God? Ian kind of does sound like Randy Blythe.
So for each song, the thing is like I like to do my best to help promote other musicians. So I've collaborated with people from my local scene that I feel like they work hard, they deserve more exposure, as well as some patrons and some of you guys. And so we use a different scream vocalist for a lot of them, but you're probably thinking of Ian, and Ian, who was on Weeaboo Metal, he was on Doki Doki. I would say that he has a Lamb of God tone. Yeah,
that like Fry going for it.
Yeah.
The Blue Demonic Goblin, if you could choose a musician from any generation to hang out with, who would you pick? I'd pick Jim Morrison. I'd pick Freddie Mercury. Like early Freddie Mercury, like 70s Freddie Mercury.
What about late Freddie Mercury, like dead?
Like the dead
2018,
like go hang out of his grave.
2018.
Pouring out for the boys. Yeah.
Gabriel Gaines says, do you have any advice for someone trying to learn guitar? I think in a nutshell, there's of course, there's a lot of nuances to it, but I would say learn how to play tabs, because it's that doesn't require you to learn how to read music, but learn how to read tabs because they're super easy to pick up, and then start slow with the metronome and then work your way up, focusing on conserving the motion of your fingers. That's what I would say. That's like a short and sweet. Yeah.
To spin off on that, when you're first learning songs, especially on guitar or whatever instrument you're picking up, there are certain songs that are like fun to learn and like rewarding to learn and not that difficult, like technically pretty easy. Like one of the first, like, can I say that for a second? One of the first like solos I ever learned was Eruption. And that's because it's just like 3 notes over and over again. But like once I learned how to do that, I still do that to this day because it's fun to do. So you could learn just songs where it's like a popular song that you love or something that's like fairly flashy that is like lower in difficulty. Then you like become more confident in like your ability, and then you come back again and then learn the next part and keep going. So if it's just family chords, like learning like a Green Day song, like that's how I started, then it's like you're playing like the same thing as your favorite music. I'd recommend doing that.
Lord Zarok says, what's your favorite song that you guys have made? So my favorite song is probably Doki Doki Literature Club.
I love that one.
Yeah, that one. And
honestly, that was the funnest one to sing.
Was it?
No, that was the funnest one to do vocals to. Because there's a lot of really weird vocal lines that like were like possible. Because like during that like wacky instrumental that like pays homage to the game. Oh, by the way, the developer of that game hit us up and he was stoked on that. But yeah, that just kind of, it was just a lot more open. Because like when you're singing metal, you kind of like are in like a little pocket of the key and everything, but that allowed a lot more modulation.
Are you talking about the part where it's just like like right after the first chorus where it's like, how does the line go? Like,
not to make the best cupcakes and she likes manga. Whereas here is introspective and really deep. And then I do like that cross.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I also have kind of a spot. I have like sweet spot favorite parts from each song. Like the ending of Overwatch Metal, which that was like that's a Sean thing. Like that's my favorite part of that song.
What, the solo?
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
trivium.
Yeah.
Very what the fuck is that song? I'll find it out later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very trivia mindset.
I have a soft spot for how to be a YouTuber. I know that we never really went too crazy with that, but it was just like that was my like attempt at parodying like a pop punk song, and I just think that Sean's vocals are just fucking amazing off of it.
Thank you. John Robinson, I've watched some of your earlier videos, and I want to know how you guys ended up in the anime theme.
So
we're still trying to figure it out.
So pretty much, it's just one of those things where if any of you guys are trying to start a YouTube channel, in the beginning, you have to do a period of discovery. So you got to try out a bunch of different content ideas to see kind of what sticks. And it does three things. People like it, like people will actually watch because like if I made a video series of me just like, I don't know, playing guitar, I mean, the chances are that nobody would really want to see that just because it's like, I'm not good enough to do that and I'm not flashy enough to do that. But B, you enjoy doing that. And then C, you could continue making that type of content in perpetuity forever and ever, or at least for a long time. And so anime was the one that kind of like coincided of all those things. Like if there was like a triple Venn diagram, it was the thing that, it satisfied the condition of, I enjoyed making it, people enjoyed watching it, and, I can make more and more content off of that. So it's kind of like that. Yeah, that's kind of how we ended up in anime.
Waifu, the next song.
Waifu. It's one of them. It's one of them.
Dark. Oh wait, no. XSM99. Any idea on what the next song is going to be? Waifu is in the pipeline.
Waifu is in the pipeline. Yeah. I'm also doing I actually haven't even told Sean this, but Kawaii Metal is also like one in the pipeline too, just because it's that.
Oh, it's backwards. God damn it.
Yeah.
Also, Dark Claw. Not that I'm not a fan of your current group because I love you guys, but what happened to the singer from Stick Shift and the Serial song? Ian is in the Serial song, and he did Weeaboo Metal, and he did Doki Doki screams. I do some screams, but we typically like to hand it off. Like David said, we like to include as many of our friends or like artists that we're fans of in all of our songs. And then there's a second part to that question. Oh, and the singer in the Stick Shift song, that's our homie Travis. He's in another like touring band that's actually doing pretty fucking well.
Yeah. They're called Abiotic. Yeah. They're signed to a label called Metal Blade, and they're pretty. Yeah, it's a pretty big label in the metal community. Let's see.
Who is the best waifu? David.
Best waifu. Let's see. Okay, so it's gonna be kind of like obscure, but there's this one of the first anime that I ever got into is called Ranma 1/2. And it was just like super retro. If any of you guys know of Ranma 1/2, give me a thumbs up emoji in the YouTube chat.
If you don't know how to do thumbs up, do 1, 2, 3.
So pretty much there's this girl named Seashells knows what's up. Okay, so pretty much there's this guy named Ryoga in it, and there's one of his love interests is named Akari, and for some reason back when like young David just like had a huge fucking young boner for Akari, and I was like, dude, she's my waifu before I knew what a waifu is. So she was the first one that got away. Oh, hell yeah. A lot of people that know Ranma 1/2. Let me see if I can find a photo of her. But she was one of those like, she was one of those like really kind of like background characters, but just her character design, just her like temperament. I was just like, she's just like a good-natured, good-hearted girl. And that means a lot to me.
When you take home to mom.
Yeah, exactly. That was one to take home to my anime mom. So let me find a picture of. Yeah. Let's see.
What a bed.
Yeah. So copy image address.
Can we share this with everybody?
I don't know. Hold on.
Welcome to the noob. Hey, yeah. Okay, cool. Go for it. It's not porn, or is it?
Okay.
What kind of metal music do you guys like? I love Devin Townsend. Between the Buried and Me is rad. Black Dahlia Murder, Lamb of God, Protest the Hero, huge Protest the Hero fan. Mastodon. It's kind of hard to think of bands on the spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll stick with that. How about you?
For what metal I like?
Yeah, favorite metal bands.
For favorite metal bands, there's this band called Native Construct. They're like so good. Oh, yeah. They're like I would say they're my favorite. So Native Construct, Infinite Annihilator is fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm not like I kind of got out of my like ultra heavy phase. But yeah, Infinite Annihilator is pretty rad.
Moonlight Ninja asked if we like Korn. Korn's cool. I never really got into them. The reason that I laughed is that my cousin, who will remain nameless so he can do this, but he started an Instagram account for himself, and he's just uploading tons of Korn, not like pictures of Korn, but like tons of like Korn like live performances and live shots and like just pictures and everything. And so he started like a Korn like official fan page, but once he hits 20,000 subscribers or whatever, he's going to switch it to his personal band page and delete all of the Korn pictures. So he's just using Korn as like a way to get a ton of fans. It was funny because they sound nothing like Korn. And then I found $5, and that's the end of that story. Kornhub, obviously.
Kornhub? Yes.
I would love to work with Corey Taylor.
That would be freaking awesome.
To answer Blue Demonic. Thank you for all the good questions, Blue the Demonic Goblin. Sweet. We getting to that point? We've been at it for an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't believe anybody wants to listen to us talk.
Yeah, shit, dude. You guys are freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. I feel like we need to end with a bang. Like, what's a good way to end with a bang? I feel like you
just break your laptop. Just throw it out the window and shatter it.
Shit.
We should just bang.
Do you want to like sing something? Or is that weird?
Do your roommates care?
I don't know. I don't know if he's.
Senori is a spark that brightens your day. She's still in your heart. Yeah.
Smash the guitar, growling. Nah, let me try. Natsuki is rough on the outside, but she's just playing the part.
All right, guys. I think
it's time to denounce our ethnicity.
We're done.
Lame. Okay.
Thanks so much for being a part of this, guys, and enduring our awkwardness. We promise we'll be better next time we do this live stream. I think it'd be fun to do this a little bit more though.
Yeah, like I promise like I'll try my best to be on Discord. It's just one of those things where it's just like if you want to get a hold of me, it's mention me, and then that's the best way how I'll see it. Sometimes I still don't get notifications on my phone. It's just kind of like weird like that. I don't know my way around Discord, but yeah, I'll try. And yeah, you know, if you haven't already, you know, I feel like you guys are probably all subscribed, but you know, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon, and we'll do this more frequently. And yeah.
Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Love you so much.
We will definitely be working our asses off.
Okay.
And until next time.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, end stream now. I gotta end it on Facebook.
Oh shit, boy.
Okay. Nah. So
get out of here.
Those YouTube guys suck. No, just kidding. Okay. What do you say?
Hi.